So let's try this again. Last time I talked about how my POV didn't turn out according to plan. This time we haven't brought Doug with us, but we'll still take a walk around Tullymore Forest. Today we're using the Canon EOS R5 and we're starting off with a 50mm lens on, and yeah, let's figure out what we can shoot. Came here to do sort of semi-autumnal model shoot. Whether or not that actually turns out according to plan, I don't know. It kind of freaks me out that a lot of the evergreen trees here are already orange, but yeah, we'll take a few snaps, get the settings dialed in and see what we can get. It's actually really quite nice framing there. Nice leading line with the stone wall and that curvature of this sort of, I don't know why, but those plants always remind me of like some Vietnam jungle conflict war plants. I don't know why, but they're clearly not. Yeah, usually I start off with a couple of warm-up shots, not really knowing what I'm going to do or how I'm going to do it. But they usually start to get you into the swing of things. Tullymore is usually a once-a-year visit for me, specifically for what it has to offer. I love coming here in the autumn time because all the leaves change very dramatically, and it's always quite nice to see. It's the Star Creature thing from the Suicide Squad. But yeah, usually coming round to autumn time, I like to take a trip down to here. And there's one cracker shot that I always try to sort of get or replicate or better myself upon every year, which is the stepping stones, but we'll see those shortly. So I know a lot of people do POV photography in and around cities, and I find that always fantastic and amazing. Unfortunately, the cities that I live close to are very few and far between. So you got to get creative sometimes and create something that is slightly different. And this is where I think we come in with this sort of easy access, lots of landscape photography. Now, I know a lot of people don't do straight up POVs, it's more edited whenever it's done. But I mean, I reckon I could give it a whirl, see whether or not POV photographies, well, I mean, a POV shoot works anywhere, in my opinion. And it works because you're just coming along for the ride with me as I go out and take photos, behind the scenes look. So theoretically, that can work anywhere. And I mean, as interesting and dynamic and changing cities are every day, I think sort of landscapes can be just as dynamic. If not more so. Because I guarantee the next time I come back to this spot to try and take or replicate or change that photo, it'll be completely different, much like a city. And that's the absolute beauty of photography. Few concept ideas that we'll start to play with a wee bit later, but for now, let's keep walking. Go. Wind wasn't in the right direction, but we can do that again later. Nope, you're actually clear.
I'm clear.
There you go. Do you want to go up onto the bridge?
Me?
Yeah.
I'll wait till these people come.
Yeah, that's okay. This is the part where I fall. Yep. I need to get closer. Just climb out over the edge. Move to your right a wee bit more. Left a step, stop. Right a step, stop. Just try that a wee bit closer again. I'd very much not like to fall in right now, and this rock is very mossy and slippery. I'm just not getting that stabilization that I want. There we go. Got it. Time to exfil. Sorry. Right, time to get out of here. Go into the centre of the bridge whenever you're clear. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh. Oh. There we go. We're on the wrong side. We need to be the other side to follow this on.
What side do we need to be on that?
The side that we were on.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll get on that one.
So I might actually switch the lens across to the 85. Hopefully that's not too punched in. I mean at the minute, yeah, that should punch that in quite nicely. Probably going to need a battery change before we start doing this as well. But I think it's actually quite a nice shot there with the trees. Stop that down a wee bit. I think we can make that look really nice. I mean, just look at this. This is fantastic. Absolutely, utterly and truly fantastic. The spacing of the trees, everything about this time of year in this location, it's just always fantastic. So hopefully it's about what the 50mm is looking like here. Gonna swap out the lens. We'll go down to those set of rocks right there, set up the tripod, and hopefully get the shot. Actually wasn't going to film my adventure down here, but yeah, this might make for some comical viewing if I slip. So oh, that's a nice big hole. There we go. We're good. Right. I don't know what is going to make a good foreground here. So, take that lens cap off. For now. That's got a nice bit of distance to it. Actually just might set up for a cheeky long exposure right here. You know what, I'll call that pretty bang on. It's certainly the most I've ever fiddled with a tripod positioning before. Let me take this off, mate. Just tighten that in. Right, okay. Do not want the camera on. Hopefully, nope. Lens cap off, that would be helpful. Right, let's see what way we're going to frame this. There we'll go there. Right, so we want a lot of detail in, so we're just going to crack up the f-stop. We're going to reduce that down to ISO 100, and we're going to reduce that down maybe 8-second exposure. We'll try that to start off with. Set a wee timer on that so that whenever 10 seconds sounds a wee bit better. Just lets that shake settle on the camera. And we're going to pull out the secret weapon that honestly I can't recommend enough, which is an ND1000 filter. This is the 82mm thread. Oh, almost dropped it. But I mean, you'd seen how this is the only awkward part about these ND filters, is the screwing them on. But you'd seen before how overexposed that shot was. So now we can crank up our ISO a wee bit. Maybe drop that down to a 10-second exposure. Boost up the ISO, but you've seen the clear difference in that, how that was actually super bright at the start and now it's almost as if it's nighttime. We don't want the focus there, we want the focus there. 3, 2, 1, 13-second exposure. Here we go. Oh no, I set it to go off again. How do I cancel that? Oh well, we'll just let it do whatever it needs to do again. Let's just review that image. Oh yeah, look at how crystal smooth that is. I'm sure you'll actually be seeing a lot better imagery. But yeah, that's pretty smooth. That's actually turned out 100%. You know what? Before we go, or move a wee bit closer, just swap it over and do a really nice landscape shot. Again, set our focus point. I think 13 seconds is actually such a lovely, but we'll try 15 seconds, 20 seconds. I've tried that at 20 seconds just to see if we can get a wee bit more smoothness in the water, although I do think the water is really smooth. Might crack up that f-stop 2 stops just to see if we can capture any more detail. But as I'm sitting right here, this is possibly the best image of the year. And to me, this is a perfect example of what I was talking about in my last video, the creative process. I was hesitant to even try photo stacking because beforehand I'd never really done it before, didn't know how to do it. This pretty much took maybe 2 minutes of my time and a few clicks of a button to do in post-processing through Lightroom and Photoshop. And this is why, in my opinion, it's sometimes better to just create something, because if I'd let my hesitation control me because I wasn't confident in photo stacking, I would never have produced the image that's sitting here right in front of you. So this is a prime example of why whenever you're in a situation and you don't know what to do or you want to try something, just try it, because if it turns out like the results that I got, then you're on top of the world. And if it fails, well, nobody's gonna see it, only you know that you've failed. And if you have failed, then you've got a learning curve out of that. You know what you did wrong, you know what you need to do different. differently. So the next time that you want to attempt something like that, you'll be able to do it, and you'll be able to do it better. Because sure, isn't that what photography is about? Taking that first image? No, it's not right. You adjust settings, you try again, you take the image again, you take multiple sets of images until you get the one that you want. So don't let fear dictate to you what you can and cannot do. Try it, smash it, and succeed, and just create something. And I think I'm going to close out the POV there. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. On screen is just a few more images that I spent getting closer to the stepping stones and trying a few different things. Personally, it was a really great day out, and hopefully this POV was some inspiration to yourselves to go out and try POV in a different location that is maybe not a cityscape. Please don't forget to comment down below what you enjoyed about this video, because I want to improve this type of content. I want to take it to the next level. I want to take it somewhere where people want to come back for more, and obviously I need to listen to the people's voice. If they're watching this, if they like something, if they dislike something, let me know. I know 20 minutes is quite a lengthy period of time for a POV shoot, but typically that's what I've seen on YouTube. People just like to set it on in the background. They might not even look at it. It might be just like an ASMR thing for them, which is totally fine too. So hopefully my voice and my descriptions of the photography and my creative process behind it is something that is enjoyable or interesting for you to view and watch. As always, I'm trying to build up that community again with my hashtag MRQPHOTOS over on Instagram. Be sure to use that hashtag in some of the images that you're posting, and hopefully after a period of time, I'm going to give it a month's period of time, and we're going to check into that hashtag and see whether or not there is a wee bit of a following there, and people hopefully are posting some of their photos, because I'd really love to see that grow and develop. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Really do hope you liked the video. Please drop a like, drop a comment below and say hey. Check me out over on Instagram at Mr. Quinn Photography, and I'll catch you in the next video.